Hi everybody and welcome on board this Character Boat's poster boat for a quick look around her cockpit in virtual reality. And we hope that being here with me in this cockpit in this video will give you an idea of what it's like to be on this boat before you actually come to see her, or if you'd just like to have a really good look around one of these boats. It is virtual reality, so if you want to look around where you like and when you like, all you need to do is swipe your screen up, down, left or right, or click and drag your screen and you can look around where you like, when you like. How cool is that? So here we are, we're in this cockpit. I'm sitting inside the boat. She's on a trailer, so I have to be a little bit careful moving about. But you can see that we've got a cockpit area here, an engine and storage area there, and a storage and forepeak area up there. So we'll talk about where you are first, because that's easier. So as you can see, you're sitting on a small deck at the back of the boat, or the stern of the boat, nice and open. Now we don't have an engine fitted to the boat at the moment. We do have an electric outboard that we can fit here, if you elect to buy that with the boat. And I think that would be a really lovely addition, because a petrol powered outboard here is going to be noisy, obviously, the smell of petrol, etc, etc. Imagine the boat instead with a nice electric outboard sitting there. All you're going to hear is some kind of low buzz, low whir. You're not going to have the fumes from the exhaust, etc. And I think that might really add to the beautiful feeling of being out on the water, out on the sea, in peace and quiet. So something to think about. You can see we've got the lovely great big tiller here, angled upwards here to go over the top of any outboard that you may have fitted. Now, because we're in this garage here where she's been stored, and she's only ever been in the water for 3 months of her entire life. The rest of the time she's been away, which is why she looks fairly as new, in my opinion. You can see we've got the rigging is laid down here, so we can transport her via road safely. We've got the mainsail here in its bag. We've got the furling foresail there in its bag, all looking absolutely great. Even the sail bags look great. So this particular boat, for me, is the real deal if it's the kind of boat you're after. All over the boat, you'll see really nice quality fittings. We've got cleats everywhere. We've got provision for rollocks, etc. We've got lovely wooden seating here to sit on to keep our backsides off the bare GRP. It just feels really, really nice. In front of you, we've got a big locker which you won't be able to see in, although if you look in our advert, you will see a lovely great big locker there for ropes. There's a fire extinguisher in there too. This is lockable as well, so if you want to leave your bits and pieces in there, then you can do if you like. Just situated down here, which you can't see where you are either, we've got a manual bilge pump as well. But let's pick you up actually and just move you forward. So there we go. I'll just put you right midships there in the cockpit, and now you can see this way and you can see that way. You can see this is where I would sit and steer, so plenty of room for our legs. There's seating for 2 or 3 people each side. Nice big thick strong, feeling like a nicely well balanced tiller there as well. You can see the locker lid here is easily accessible, so if I've stored my picnic in there, I can get to it no problem at all. A little bit of storage after there as well, and if I want to pump the bilge here, I can do no problem at all. And we do have underneath here reasonably quite a surprisingly deep bilge for the kind of boat she is, which is absolutely fantastic. So in the cockpit itself, as I mentioned, plenty of room underneath the floorboards for water to drain away, which is a good thing because we're not that far away from the water in this boat. In here we have a pair of twin cockpit lockers, one under here, one under the starboard side, both identical I think. Plenty of room in there for all sorts of stuff, so that's really well thought out. Watertight as well, or water resistant as well there, so if you want to keep your stuff dry, that may be the place for it to go. But generally speaking, we've got great views all the way around, good easy steering, somewhere to pump the bilge from. We can see the engine that we're using as well, so we can monitor that well, and we're going to have access to all the rigging which is close by too. Very good indeed. So let me pick you up again for the last time, and I will just place you, let's say, there we go, out of the way. So you're on the starboard side of the foredeck. Now this is where the mast is going to sit, nice and easy to get up. I think it could be a one-man job, probably a two-man job, but that may be up to you to find out. But once it's up, she secures in here. We've got all of our cleats here, all of our tackle, etc. Should be an absolute joy, and she will look like a beauty when all of that is raised up. Lovely big locker here, we call it the anchor locker. It's a massive four-peak locker. There is an anchor in there included with the boat, and there's a small watertight panel up there too. I can see we have a boat hook here. We've got a very nice strong staghorn on the foredeck, and as you can see we've got the bowsprit there sticking out of the front, which looks reasonably movable, so if you want to shorten her LOA, that may be possible. And you can also see that we've got the fittings there, so when we're at sea we can store the oars up front out of the way. How cool is that? So let's I did say that was the last time I was going to move you, but let's call this time the last time I'm going to move you. I'll just put you back towards where the tiller bar is. So just to sum up, this has been Tim from Boatshed Yacht Brokers on board this 2008 Character Boats Post Boat. She's been out of the water for all but 3 months of her life, so she's looking absolutely great and comes with all sorts of lovely equipment. So thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see tours of boats, just go to Boatshed Brighton Yacht Brokers at YouTube. But other than that, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care.